And I believe we are live. Welcome, Jess and Sophie. How are you today?
Good.
Doing well.
Oh, we're super excited because it's a pretty special pre-launch day today, isn't it? Lots
Busy.
of things going on over at the Home of Aesthetics. I've just been filled in.
Yeah, we've got one 20 something hours or something to go. I just looked at the timer and it's all happening. It's crazy today, but exciting, very exciting.
The countdown's on.
Countdown. The countdown is on. The countdown has been on for a few days. And now it's gone from like 2 days, one day, obviously, and we're like, it's a
It's in
matter of
hours.
hours. So it's coming, yes.
It's getting bigger and bigger, ladies. Oh my goodness. The amount of interest and enthusiasm and excitement out there, and the number of brands that have joined you. I just had a look at the updated list and I was blown away at how you've done this just on your launch day. I can't imagine what the future is going to be like for HOA, but you've got a waiting list of members waiting to be active. And you've got a whole bunch of brands that have jumped on board this phenomenal, absolutely groundbreaking new idea that you've had for our industry. Goodness me, I know a lot of people that are tuning in now have so many questions about what is HOA, how can we join, and all the rest of it. But before we start, I would love, please, Sophie and Jess, introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about both of you and your experience.
Do you want to go first?
You go.
Okay. So my name is Jess and I'm the co-founder with Soph for Home of Aesthetics. And I'm actually a cosmetic nurse, or an RN Div 1 nurse by trade. And then I started my cosmetic nursing with the amazing AA CDS back in 2013 now. So just over 10 years. And look, been sort of everywhere in the industry, really, from business development to owning my own business previously, and then working with you, Steph, as well, the amazing Dermalist.
Yes.
Both of you.
Well, that's how we actually met.
Yeah, little shout out, journalist, to Steph. Yeah, you've kind of done everything.
Yeah, I have a little bit of everything, but passionate about the industry, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
I'm obviously Sophie, so I'm obviously the other co-founder. My experience is kind of on the other side to Jess. We kind of meet in the middle, I guess, by the end before we started this, but it's good because we've got like the full 360 view of the industry in terms of hats and where we've been. So my background originally was beauty therapist. I was, in clinics, in salons, then worked into more management roles, and then more recently as a business development manager for the last 7 or so years, and looking after, numerous accounts and businesses and helping them grow and develop from there, and also love background in training as well.
Yeah, pretty cool. You both have a huge background in training as well, and liaising with clinics and really suppliers. You're across all sectors of the industry in your career, which makes what I suppose Home of Aesthetics has to offer so exciting, because you've been able to get all of your experience, obviously, from the different channels and combine them into a solution for business owners and brands together, all in one. People are talking about it, people understand it, but they also have so many questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
Because it's so new to our industry. Of course, it's not new to every industry. Some other, advanced industries have this type of platform, but it is completely unique to our industry. Can you please tell us, what is HOA? What is this thing that you've created? And why is it so unique to our industry?
Yeah, shall I take that one? So HOA, it is an all-encompassing wholesale marketplace. So we are really, we have provided a platform for our amazing brands to be able to showcase their offerings. So the brands aren't just products. We're talking about like everything that a business could possibly need to function. So we've got services in there, anything from, linen to business coaches to marketing consultants to, products like our amazing cosmeceutical ranges out there, and then our device listings as well, about, you know, all of those fantastic brands of devices that we have out there. You know, something that anything that a business could possibly want, we have designed to be able to hold that space in our marketplace, so that, you know, and these aren't our listings, these are the brand's listings, these are our brand partners, they hold the listing, they are responsible for, you know, what's shown on there. This is about them, and we're just merely providing the space to be able to get that connection between our brand partners and then of course the business owners in the industry. So that's, I guess, the second element of Home of Aesthetics, is that we have our members, which are the business owners, coming into the platform, being able to do filter-based research for the first time against, you know, all of the brands that they could possibly be looking for. So if they're looking for, you know, an organic or a vegan certified cosmeceutical product, they can put that in and they can see all of the options available to them. They can research based on you know, key elements, like could be, for example, opening orders. Sometimes an opening order could be very much a barrier to entry for some businesses. So they could research opening orders less than $1,000, for example, and all of the cosmeceutical companies' options could come up that sit into that, you know, that category for them. So the filter-based research option is just next level. So, you know, we've got that. And in addition to that, we also offer this sort of seamless ordering process where not only can you find and discover these brands that would be perfect for your business, but then you can order them online, and then you can continue to order them all in one single checkout. So you're not, you know, jumping on to different business brands to try and do your order. It can be done all in one spot, saving time and, you know, and money too.
And to jump on as well, a big one is consumables.
Yeah,
there's a big one is consumables. So that is obviously something that is never ending, as we know, and it feels like you're doing that weekly just about when you're running out tissues and cotton rounds. That's all on there as well. So literally when we say it's an all encompassing platform, it is. It's got everything you need on there. And if we look at the traditional ways of how business owners are currently finding new brands and things like that, it's via two channels. It's Facebook community groups.
Oh, those groups.
And
they're always asking. I'm always like,
the same questions.
Wait till we're live.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no.
Yeah. It's always the same thing. It's like looking for a new back bar peels range, and or Google. So, you know, we've created a space and a community that they can go to find these options, because you can easily post in a Facebook group, and whilst, you know, that is a fantastic way to gather more information, it's the same brands that jump on and put their name on there because they've got the means to do so. So this is giving all of the brands a chance, from the little guys that are new and emerging, and then obviously the established, you know, names we know and love as well. And it's an all even playing field where everyone has a voice and everyone has their own space.
Wow, I'm just thinking about, as a clinic owner, the amount of time that I spend ordering, finding new brands, finding technology, testing. And honestly, it is a weekly thing. You try to get your orders down to, you know, once a month. You do your stock take, you do your ordering, but you run out.
I don't know why, but you just constantly run out of, like, everyone, like, I just remember back in the day when I used to be working, like, where's the post laser gel? Why are we missing this?
Oh yeah, it was Fibrella for me. Always, where's the Fibrella? I don't want to use sponges. I have to use Fibrella.
Yeah.
You know it. There's always.
And it's insane because I have so many things to do as a clinic owner, and the last thing I want to be doing is processing orders. And it's so time consuming, and then having to pay the bills when they come in, and, you know, it's just one of the things that you wish you could give away, but you know you need to keep your eye and control over it. And I feel like with HOA, when you guys said, well, this is what we're doing, I was like, oh my God, I can cut my ordering time down by, you know, 90% by going for one checkout. And I'm thinking, move all my brands, like start using the brands in HOA so that I can actually streamline processes. You know, I asked you guys, one of the first things was, do you have consumables?
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Do you have skincare brands? Do you have consumables? Do you have devices? And the answer, of course, was yes to all of that. So you've really built this comprehensive
Mm.
portfolio of everything you could ever want or need in a clinic and more things you don't even think of. You know, I was looking at the brands that you had and I'm like, oh my goodness, I should actually do that. I should actually have that. I'm missing that. Why aren't I current with that? You know, and you start to think, you know, trends wise, it is good to have, you know, a little bit of fluctuation in what you're offering, because clients get burnout. They get, well, we've done all
Change it up.
now, what else, you know? And sometimes the time to research is such a barrier for clinic owners and people who are time poor. Again, you've had the solution to that with new and emerging brands, and I love that you're helping new and emerging brands. I think that's such a special thing to do, to give back to our industry as well.
It's very hard for the new brands to, you know, the main distributors that we know and love, they hold majority of this space, and these little guys are, you know, they're trying to get out there via Instagram and Facebook. It's just it's you know, a slow push, a slow burn for them, and this gives them a chance to get their voice out there. And going back to what you were saying about streamlining your ordering process, there's the ability the platform has where you can do bulk orders, so you can actually save your normal monthly order, for example, ready to go. So you just have to add to cart, and everything you would not normally order from product, consumables, whatever it may be, per month, per week, whatever, you can check out. So it's good to go. So again, there's the levels within the platform to help you further. It's a very layered, easy to use, but laid on our end platform with a lot of functionality and a lot of ability.
I love that you said lay it on our end, but
Yeah,
when you're
it's for you guys to use. Don't worry about that. They're rocking back and forth over here, but
like, you know, losing our hair in the dev team.
as long as you're stressing and I'm not, that's okay.
every time we think of something like yes, and they're like no.
But I mean, and that is something to mention, I think. Like, obviously, like Home of Aesthetics, we are you know, we're entrepreneurs ourselves, so we want to make sure that we do have the space to be able to showcase, you know, entrepreneurs in this space, because I think it's really important. But outside of that is that, you know, this is a new and emerging brand in itself, so you may not see all of the brands that you want on there yet, but that's not necessarily because they're not coming. It's that this is
they're just onboarding. There's just a lot to onboard.
yeah,
right?
all of a sudden there's been an influx, and we're thinking, oh, like,
Yeah.
amazing, but trying to get these profiles completed by tomorrow is a bit insane. So they're coming.
They're
Yeah,
coming.
so
Yeah,
what
they're
we see now
definitely
isn't
coming
what we see
everywhere.
in a week, and it's not what we're going to see in 2 weeks. It's just always evolving. It's always developing as more brands and more brand partners come on board as well. So I think that that's something to be mindful of as well.
Yeah, of course, of course. You know, I always ask the purpose question. You know, there's so many new businesses emerging, players in the industry, and people want to start their own business. They want to have their own career, and they want to build something. But, you know, without purpose and without the why, it's just a business. And I think I love the why behind what HOA is. And I'd love you to tell, you know, I suppose everyone what your purpose was when you decided to design such a thing, which was an ambitious task to begin with anyway. But what was your why, guys?
Yes.
It's so funny because the ambitious task didn't really quite get there for me to start off with. I was like, we're doing it. It's going to be fantastic. And then you start
Yeah. And I was like, absolutely not. This is too big. And then here we are 16 months later, just talking me into it with this brilliant idea, and it's here. So, I mean, the why and our purpose, we need to create and build a space for both the brand partners, but also our members. And we need somewhere where people can go. There just isn't that currently. And we want to provide this environment where they can do their own research, and they can, you know, compare different brands and do all this from the comfort of their couch if they wanted to. And I know, you know, being in clinic and having a lot of clinic owner friends and things like that, it can be quite daunting reaching out to brands and talking to BDM and sales reps and things like that. So this gives them another opportunity to do that in the comfort of their own space as one avenue. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why we're doing this, but that's one. There's a big one, is we're supporting them.
I love that. And I know you always talk about sense of community, and you talk about your members a lot, and you call them members, you don't call them customers or clients. And I love that. Who are, you know, the members? Who does HOA serve? You were talking about members and brand partners.
Yeah. So the members are the businesses in the industry. So we being an all-encompassing, we're not really hitting just one particular element of the industry where, we're in the, the cosmetic nurses, the dermal clinicians, the beauty clinics, the the more clinical, I guess, aspects of the industry. Like everyone that's a business owner has the opportunity to find and be able to research and find products and services and devices through this platform. So that's who our member is. Our member is the business owner in the industry. And then the brand partners are all of the brands that are represented in the platform. So the brand partners could be, I guess the three main categories are the products, which are the cosmeceuticals as well as the consumables, equipment, for example. And then we've got the device listings. We have, amazing devices, and then the services as well. And the services can get really creative because the world's like our oyster with services. We don't know what's available in the industry, what people are, offering in terms of service until
We've had a few service-based brands reach out to partner with us, and we both look at each other and think, I have never heard of that. Or
really?
This is such a fantastic concept. We've got services on there that we've never come across before.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Their businesses are there, but they just have no space to go. And now they do. So now they're being discovered.
Yeah, that's awesome. So just on that, HOA helps clinics and salon owners with products, devices, and services, but tell us a little bit, give us some examples of services. Like that's piqued my interest. What can I, as a business owner, what services can I introduce to my business?
Everything. We've got educators, we've got business coaches, marketing, point of sale systems, linen services. We've got a beautiful lady we onboarded who does subscription meditations.
Oh, wow.
It's there's so many different types of services out there. And we're finding that actually they are the ones we're getting a bit of traction with at the moment, the services, which has been really interesting.
Yeah.
So linen services, so you can book, towels and everything. So
you can purchase linen for the business, and we're talking towels, robes, things like that, sheets for the bed. But there's also listings where you have the actual businesses that come and pick up and wash the towels and drop the towels back, and
that's pretty cool.
Those types of businesses as well. So it's kind of two avenues there.
You really, like, as a member, so a business owner, you really have the opportunity to just see what's available to you and how can you amplify your business offerings in a most simplified way by researching, in one platform, and that you can really see, all of the elements that's available to make your business pop, and stand out.
Totally cool.
You can get back to your genius zone, which is either, doing the treatments or building that, in that clinic.
And do you service the clinic, salon, spa industry, all sectors?
Yeah. And we've got dermatologists on our wait list. We've got all sorts. Yeah.
Wow.
Home salons as well.
Everyone.
Anyone has the opportunity of being able to find, if you're a business owner in the industry, to be able to find, the products and the services and the devices that suit you and your situation and your circumstances.
It's amazing.
On that as well, when we say members, they are verified ABN business owners. Because we don't want, the plumber next door jumping on and trying to purchase professional back bar. So we do verify our members at HOA, just so the brands understand that we are very conscious of who we're partnering with from that aspect. And we do our own research as well.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we do our research with members, but we're also researching the brand partners that we have on board. So it is a curated catalog in a sense. We're not just allowing every, brand to be represented on the platform. We want to make sure that they're credible brands that are, going to do the, the industry, really well, really need to get out there. And so,
support, training, all of those aspects are important.
So you say if people are on your waiting list, then people are not allowed to become live until tomorrow, the launch, because the official launch is tomorrow at 10 a.m., right? We're going live then.
Yes.
Awesome.
So no purchase, no deal until tomorrow.
Tomorrow, go for it.
Go for it at 10 a.m. if you're on the wait list. So if you're on the wait list, if you join the wait list, do you automatically become a member tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
No, then they go on and they become them. They can join. They can become add in their details. Yeah.
Amazing. So how do you do that? Is it an online form? Like if I want to become a member tomorrow at 10 a.m., I can jump on, and is it filling in an online application? What's the process there for everyone?
Yeah, it's just online. So it's just a three-step sort of process where they're asking lots of information. We ask various information about your name, business details, and then all of the relevant verification fields that we have, and then submit.
And how long does it take to become live as a member?
Oh, once you're very quickly, very quickly. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait a long process to
No.
get vetted or anything like
No.
that?
No.
Okay, incredible. So once you're verified, you can jump on and start purchasing or start bookmarking, creating a bulk order and things like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Amazing. We are going to, for those who are listening, we are going to share more information. Obviously links to the actual website, and maybe some screen grabs of how to and things like that. So some more information would be really cool.
Absolutely, get that information to you.
We lost Sophie.
Sorry,
Exactly.
I'm back. Sorry, I just was quietening down our background noise.
Minor
I'm like, well, she's off to launch already. She's
See ya, we've done the ABIC. I'm out of here.
The first thing that both of you actually said when we chatted, because obviously we have a great relationship. I have a great relationship with so many people in this industry, and I love the industry because of the connection that we all have. And somehow through ABIC, I'm always finding the people that I've been connected to elsewhere, because we're such a small industry and we're also interconnected. And I'm always like, talking to our members who have joined, or people in the community saying, oh, I worked for you, or we did this together, or, and it's such a beautiful experience to see and watch our industry and the people within it flourish and grow, especially, that there's so many talented people in our industry. But one of the first things that stood out to me that you both said was, 100% we're going to become an ABIC member. That was a non-negotiable. And the minute you said that, I was like, wow, okay, so you're a starting business. You haven't even launched yet, but you're willing to donate, give back, become part of this movement that we are all striving towards, elevating the industry. And of course, it's hard being on a budget. Like, you're a startup. You're like, oh my God, I need to put all my funds into, making this platform work. And yet you put some of those funds into becoming an ABIC member. That is very commendable, and something that we should all use as a strong example of how giving back comes first. But in your mind, what were you thinking? Why would you become an ABIC member before you'd even launched?
Well, I think that on our perspective, like, our value is community, and that's exactly where ABIC stands, right? Where you're community focused. You're mentioning the give back, but it's outside of that. It's like community strengthening, ourselves and our industry through connection, and that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. So the alignment couldn't be better, really, because that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve too. So it's like, all right, the businesses that we align with, like, we have to get involved with them. We have to see what we can do with them, because together we again strengthen the industry even more and raise the standards.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's so important to have a sense of purpose and a why for your business that's stronger than just, I want to make some money, and be the big, strong give back element to it. And I think that those two are the driving forces behind really successful businesses. If you look at, who does really well, they are more than just a business. They are, they have an ethos and they are a personality. I think the future looks extremely bright for you both and for HIA. What is in the future of HIA? We're launching this platform tomorrow. It's not what you see tomorrow isn't the end of the story, right? So if you join tomorrow, you're going to get access to heaps and heaps of brands and heaps of partners. But what does the future then look like? What can we see in a couple of months' time, a year's time, 2 years' time?
It was endless, really. I think in terms of growth, obviously, as we build, is gaining more members and gaining more brands and more accessibility. We're working on collaborations. That will be a big movement for us in the coming months, where our existing brands can partner up together with complementary services and or products or devices, and we can work on partnerships that way within the HOA platform. So that's a big one. And what else have we got? There's a lot.
I mean, the biggest thing is that we are an agile company. So we're constantly moving, we're constantly shaking, we're innovating, and we're actually striving for innovation at all points as well. So we want to be at the forefront of the industry at all times. So this is like a big, you know, point for us to be really mindful as well on the information that we can get from our members and from our brand partners and adapt and grow from there. So it's all, you know, growth mentality.
That's a good point.
And, you know, any feedback that we get, we're working on, we're moving on, we're adapting. And so the evolution of Home of Aesthetics is I guess in combination with our members and our brand partners and our allied brands, you know, and businesses. So that's what they'll see, and that's what they can expect forever for us, this constant involvement and growth.
Yeah, I love it. And you know, at the heart of everything that you both do is a really strong sense of ethics. So you always do what's right. I know because we work together, so I know very intimately your you know, high level of ethics, and there's a huge trust factor as well in the industry for you both, because you've worked for so many people in the industry and with so many people in the industry. So we're super excited. We are going to have more information, obviously, about your launch tomorrow through our channels. We're going to stay tuned and be super excited for you, cheering you on at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah,
if anybody wants any information about Home of Aesthetics, where can they go?
At the moment, our social media is about to be pounded with a lot of information. So like, just, you know, it'll be a lot, but you'll enjoy it. So have a look there. We're doing a whole bunch of lives tomorrow as well. There's so many giveaways. Our brand partners have been like so overwhelmingly generous.
Overwhelmingly,
I'll say overwhelmingly generous. So we're getting so many things which are all available to the members. And we're not just saying like a once go in the draw giveaway. They are doing store-wide promotions and offerings. So it's so worthwhile being on there tomorrow. So social media for sure, and then our website is our platform. So you get to see a little sneak peek now, and then tomorrow you can get in there and
go for it.
Start purchasing.
I love it. Well, I know I will be all over it. Good luck for tomorrow, because I know you're going to get extremely overwhelmed. I remember my launch day. So good luck with
it's survival at this point. We're just surviving, Steph. I don't even know if we're breathing. Who knows?
You've done so well. It's so impressive, everyone. You have to check it out. Do yourself a favor. All right, ladies, we'll let you go. Have fun.
Thank you,
everyone, for watching. Bye.
Bye.